Hey YouTube, thanks for wandering in and welcome to the first episode of FoxTrotter's Daydream. A wildly open and inclusive space to kind of just decompress for a while. I feel like I need some tea or something. Hold up. Much better. Tasty. My name's Jeremiah, and I'm a creative currently based in Missouri. And if your travels have brought you this far, then you are officially a part of the Trotter fam. Now, I know what you're thinking, but Jerry, what does that mean? What I just said. That means you enjoy nature, hiking, the great outdoors, all things spirituality, and love and light, baby. So, we're gonna start this thing off right with a park review of one of my favorite parks, Creve Coeur Lake. Primarily because it's the closest to me, and I love lavishing my doggo with extravagant walks. Hopefully she didn't hear me say that. On that note, I think I've babbled long enough, so let us hike. Let's go. Cue montage.
I followed, making flirty faces, rounding up the bases, so you borrow me for the night, maybe for life.
Oh my God, we just got here and I am so excited. Let's go! I actually thoroughly enjoy understanding the history behind what makes these parks possible. Say that 5 times fast. And what a lot of people don't actually know is that there's actually a pretty effed up and tragic love story behind the lake itself. So firstly, yes, the name is French. Creve means to break or sever, and coeur, of course, means heart. The lake was actually named Lac de Creve Coeur, or Lake of the Broken Heart. And furthermore, it was named by this dude, Pierre Laclede. Now, aside from just being your average colonizer, Pierre Laclede was a fur trader who actually found love with an American Indian princess named Mimi Twinish. Now, there are so many versions of the story itself. However, they all end with the princess plunging to her death off the edge of a cliff as a result of the chief refusing to marry them. As the legend goes, consequently resulting in the lake splitting into 2 separate lakes, thus forming a broken heart as depicted in older maps. All right, let's dive in. Now, if you were to ask me what I think really took place back in 1773, as history has shown us, settlers were oftentimes very opportunistic and took a lot without asking. Needless to say, as romantic of a gesture it is to fling yourself to your death over your colonizing loved one, I feel that cultural differences, all those things, the princess unfortunately might have met another untimely demise. But regardless as to what I think it's important to honor and highlight the stories of those lost to history as a result of our founding fathers stepping over them to climb their way to the top. Regardless as to the beauty of this lake, this story should be talked about so much more. But what do I know?
Must have you misunderstood, little girl, you're a dangerous lady. Just because it feels so good that through the back of my heart. Now you're just another sky.
All right, Trotter. So I'm a little weird. So I start this trail backwards from the main entrance, which is through the primary part of Creve Coeur Lake. Kind of confusing, but I'm going to include an image of the map right here. And what's really nice about this is that not too many people start this way, so you're actually more prone to see more wildlife, a couple critters kind of scurrying along the trail, which is really neat. And yeah, it's really sleepy, especially if you get here early. So optimal time is early morning, right between like 8 o'clock, maybe 9:30. So let's get in there and see what we can find. So I just stumbled across some poo right back there. Let me catch you not picking up after your dog's out here, and I will make sure they get your order wrong at McDonald's. You ordered the Big Mac, no sauce, extra pickles, and they put nothing but sauce drizzled on that thing, no pickles. They gave you a Happy Meal. Well, you know what? This is an unhappy meal because you didn't pick up after your dog. I've been seeing so many cardinals over here in this area lately. I might do a video about the spiritual meaning of cardinals and what they represent. Let me know down in the comments if you guys want to see that. There's another cardinal right there. You want to see something really cool? So at first, I used to just think these were roses that grew on a tree. I was like, what is that? I have no idea what these are. However, these are actually Asimina triloba in full bloom, commonly referred to as the pawpaw. It is a beautiful flower that buds out usually around the springtime. They are gorgeous. They are all up in this tree here. And what's actually really cool about them is that right in the springtime-ish, these actually blossom and they produce a delicious fruit, which is edible, just to have you know. Use at your own graces. But they are gorgeous to see out here. It kind of shows you that the springtime is in full effect. It's just really cool to see them out here blossoming and doing well. I got a couple puns. Why do trees not like riddles? They don't like being stumped. They don't like being stumped. Okay, so we gotta talk about something. You see this right here? This has gotta stop. And let me tell you, usually only men do this type of stuff. They love marking their territory. I don't know what it is, but this has to stop. Every time I see it, it's gross, it's disgusting. It's like, stop marking and carving into trees, people. Please, I'm the spokesman for these trees and these woods. Please, it's horrible. Actually, in the description, I'm actually gonna post a link to the article from Andrew Land, I believe. And he does a remarkable article about the introduction of disease and pathogens that happen when you carve into these amazing trees that are out here. A good alternative that he speaks about is there's this program where you can, if you want to do a romantic gesture to your loved one, to your lover, to your Boo Thang, you can actually donate them a tree itself and or plant a tree. That's also a good alternative. Instead of carving your knife into these beautiful things, it's the equivalent of carving into your own skin. It's terrible for them, so let's stop, please. PSA. Thank you. Just if you thought I wasn't gonna put these cisgender men on blast, we don't care about you, Amber, FC, BP, EA, whoever that is. These trees don't care about you. They don't care about your love. Get your love off these trees. God. Closing these rings faster than Sonic. Where are my mushroom lovers at? Don't worry, I got you. I got you. Awesome, look what we found. So this is the Holy Grail mushroom. This is the Trametes versicolor, also formerly known as the turkey tail. It is a gorgeous fruiting right along this fallen branch right here. And what's really cool about these Trametes versicolor are just all of the medicinal properties of these things. Anti-inflammatories, also really good for athletes, good for that energy boost, keeping you active and giving that vitality for you. These are incredible, and it's really cool to see them just fruiting out here and budding on this this fallen branch. So hopefully I'm getting this correct, because I do know that there are some false turkey tails. So before you go just munching these things up, make sure you do your research and understand what you're ingesting and putting into your bodies there. But it's really cool. So mushroom heads, thank you. So I have no idea what this is. It's orange, it's oozy, it's got all kind of flies and stuff over it. So if any of you mushroom heads know what it is, let me know. Appreciate it.
Shove that dagger through the back of my heart. Now you're just another scar. Around to where no wind up, turn around slow, rear your head. No one allowed is of the real. Now you're just another scar. Kiss your ass goodbye. 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 Kiss your ass goodbye.
All right, trotters. So if you're an advanced hiker like me, Creve Coeur Lake is about a 3.2 on the excitement scale. It's borderline flatline, but there's so much for people to do out here, from hiking, kayaking. There's even frisbee on the other side of the lake. There's so much to do out here. So find your niche, put your boots on and your pack, and let's get out there.